Hello beautiful people, here's a quick review of the first vehicle from the new Tropical Storm Battle Pass. It is the Italian tank destroyer Breda 9053. Hope you enjoy. Let's go over some of the pros and cons for this Italian truck. Some of the pros. Gun. The one big pro of the vehicle is the armament. With a battle rating of 4.0, it can with its shell pen and destroy anything it will face. Ammo-wise, there are two options for armor-piercing high explosive. One is called D90, the second is Mod 43. What I suggest is to go with the D90 shell. It has a low armor penetration but still more than enough, with 121mm at 500 meters. The Mod 43 shell has an armor penetration at the same distance of 134mm. Now what makes the D90 a better shell is the huge amount of high explosive failure it has over the Mod 43. While the Mod 43 has better armor pen and a generous high explosive content with 357 grams, the D90 has a whopping 520 grams of TNT. So the chances for one-shotting things are a great deal higher once the target has been pinned. The other two shell options are an regular high explosive shell and an high explosive shell with a timed fuse. Since the way the timed fuse is set is too slow and imprecise, it is quite useless. So just forget about it and just bring a small number of regular high explosive shells for soft targets. Another good pro, if you can call it that, is the rangefinder. With the rangefinder you can approximate the range of targets much further out than you can normally. Truck. Max speed is fine with 53 km an hour, and the short wheelbase makes it somewhat easy to use on urban maps for a truck this size, so you have a pretty small turning radius. Crew. The Breda has a crew of 6, which means chances are pretty good that you will be able to survive a hit or two to the gun or the vehicle itself. Model. So no, this pro is subjective, but I think the model itself is beautifully made, with a great deal of attention to detail, even within the crew cabin. The weathering of the vehicle is also highly detailed. And some of the cons. Aiming. The biggest con of the Breda is the aiming of the gun. Base traverse of the gun is 7.7 degrees a second, while topping out at just over 10 degrees a second with an 8 screw, and that is not a lot. Now note that vehicles like the M10 tops out at only 4 degrees a second, but the M10 has the luxury of being an armored vehicle and tracked with a somewhat protected crew, unlike this Breda. Furthermore, the gun has horrible gun depression with just 2.2 degrees, which means that positioning is very important for the Breda in order to be able to engage the target at all. You can aim the gun over the crew cabin, but you will not be able to hit anything in front of it closer to maybe 75 meters unless it's a very tall vehicle. A tank can also just drive up right next to the Breda and you won't be able to hit it at all because of the gun depression and the height of where the gun is located. Kinda forgot that word. A smaller pro concerning the aiming of the gun is the elevation. Since the gun is an anti-aircraft gun, it has great elevation of 85 degrees, so almost vertically, in case you want to use it as an SPAG. Tall. The truck is also pretty tall. Now this is mostly a con, since that will make you even more visible, but there is a positive side to it, since it will make you able to shoot over certain obstacles that you would not normally be able to, but mostly it's a con. Reverse speed. Another rather annoying issue is the lack of reverse speed. It's just 7 km an hour. This is an issue if you want to back up into a shooting position so you can exit faster, and also if you want to avoid the no gun depression while shooting over the crew cabin. Armor protection. Of course the truck has barely any armor protection, with the gun shield being the thickest with just 7mm. I think the Breda is a great battle pass vehicle. The powerful gun is offset with mediocre handling of the gun and the truck it sits upon. The vehicle is far from meta and is interesting and quirky. A good battle pass addition. But that was about it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember to deploy your die brakes. Have a good one.